third game of our triple header, and this will officially conclude the first week of competition dito po sa Subic Bay Gymnasium. Welcome to game number 3. Noel Zanate pa rin po. Kasama si Javi Palanya. And of course, this is the Phil Basket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. As we take a look at our updated team standings, traffic na. Javi.
That's right, and the erstwhile undefeated San Juan Knights getting their first defeat of the tournament. Kanina sa ating first game, they are now at 3-1, tied with the Davao Occidental Tigers, and AICC Manila 3-1. MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics in the middle of the pack, 2-1. Nueva Ecija Best Friend losing yesterday to FSD Makati Army, 2-2. They are tied with Medical Depot and 7A Primus. Meanwhile, Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors also getting their first win. They are tied with Burlington EOG at the 1-2 spot. 10 and 11, FSD Makati Army, 1-3. Bottom of the pack, Muntinlupa Defenders still not getting their first win, 0-3.
And if the playoffs started today, Burlington EOG Sports will miss the bus. But they have a chance to fix that when they go up against itong kupunan ng MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. Final matchup of the day. And of course, itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG Sports, Javi, they just came off a loss. We'll talk about that in just a few moments. Nakaberde po itong kupunan ng MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics, and the white shirts belonging to EOG Burlington, coming off a loss to the AICC Manila squad at medyo high scoring yung naging talo nila doon, 95-91.
That's right, that game went into overtime. They lost that game, and Burlington EOG, it was already painful because Jan Nermal played well in the ball game. 26 points, the number 2 scorer of our tournament. They shot 33 out of 83 from the field compared to 33 out of 80 for AICC Manila. Not really shooting that well from the line. Both teams 15 out of 26 for Burlington EOG. AICC Manila 21 out of 33. Rebounding department, they were totally dominated in that category, 61-48, as well as fast break points, 12-4.
Well, alam naman natin, that was a high-scoring overtime loss, so that primes them to go up against one of the high-scoring teams of our league. Ito na mga MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. However, coming off yet another overtime decision, this time it was a loss to the San Juan Knights.
That's right, MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics getting their first loss of this tournament. They shot only 26 out of 71 from the field compared to 35 out of 86 for the San Juan Knights. They also got out-rebounded 55-45 and were but they however dominated the second chance points 20-8, bench points ganun din 39-33, but they still lost that game.
And of course, they're still the number 1 field goal shooting team in the league. We'll talk more about those stats in just a few moments. So right now, ito na po ang ating labanan. Burlington EOG Sports looking to bounce back from that loss that they had. Same with MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. And we send it now to Ken Pangilinan.
Featuring Burlington EOG Sports and MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. Let's meet the starting lineups. The starting 5 for Burlington EOG Sports. At guard, 6 feet from Polytechnic University of the Philippines, Agusan del Sur, number 3, Neljun Saldana. Also at guard, 5'11 from Aries, number 13, James Castro. At center, 6'2 from Emilio Aguinaldo College, number 8, JP Maguliano. At forward, 6'2 from Diliman College, number 4, Jetro Sombero. And at the other forward, 6'4 from West Negros, number 19, Sean Herman. Their coach is Victor Homa. And now the starting 5 for MTrans At guard 5'10" from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 0, Tanduay Raimundo. And at the other guard 5'10" from Leo de San Juan de Letran, number 3, Fran Yu. Their coach is Mactan.
All right, let's take a look at our starters brought to us by TM Easy Surf 99. At always may balasang involved sa mga starters na magkabilang kumpanan.
That's right. Actually, all teams here in this tournament not really fielding in starting lineups na pare-pareho sa every game. No?
Yeah.
There's always a rotation that's going on, and it is a short tournament, and then it's very ideal for them to rotate their starting fives as we go on in this tournament.
Well, alam naman natin, itong dalawang kumpanan coming off a loss, coming off an overtime loss actually. So magsisimula na po itong ating ball game. Nermal, Sombero, at sila po ang mga starters para dito sa kumpanan. We're gonna keep an eye on John Nermal coming into this game, the number 2 scorer in the league. He had a great performance in the loss kontra dito sa kupunan ng AICC Manila. In the meantime, 3-pointer kagad na binitiwan dito ng Burlington EOG. Starting out with Zaldania, Sombero, Magillano. Etong si James Castro, pati na rin si John Nermal.
James Castro starting instead of the usual starting point guard that is Enzo Navarro.
Right.
He played the bulk of the minutes at the point guard spot for Coach Britre Roma in their last game. Enzo Navarro, their captain, only playing 13 minutes compared to 25 for James Castro, and he delivered in that game. However, they lost.
First blood drawn in this game. Para kay Castro, it's a miss there by Medinilla, who's getting a rare start coming off a DNP a few games ago. And that is a pass to Mr. Snuffleupagus. So we now have Fran Yu trying to throw this in. I spoke to Fran Yu earlier, hindi pa nga nagpapadraft ito sa PBA, but it surprised me to know that he was only 23 years old and he has a lot of numbers that we're going to talk about. Samantala, Chito Jaime getting the first 2 points.
Well, Fran Yu, number 5 scorer in this tournament. He had 18 points in their last game in that losing cause to the San Juan Knights.
Averaging 14.7, not bad for a player who joined the team late. One more time around para dito sa kupunan ng Burlington EOB Sports, and that is a good semi-hook coming from JP Magillano.
Talking about Fran Yu, he's a point guard, but he is a high rebounding point guard. He had 11 rebounds in that game against the San Juan Knights for a double-double, and actually a near triple-double at that. 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists.
In the meantime, Chito Jaime favoring his right arm. Dito sa harapan, Adi Santos is gonna come in to replace the veteran former PBA player. Etong si Chito Jaime out of AMA Computer College. Papalitan siya rito ni Adi Santos, who hasn't really made his mark. Alam natin, everywhere that Adi Santos played, he had a long career with Tanduay in the PBA D-League. This guy used to be close to a double-double performer, but now what? 4 points a game, 3 rebounds.
That's right, and it's hard actually to make your mark when you're in a veteran team like MTrans, but I know that he is counted upon by Coach Mactan, especially in the situations like this where they need to get a W.
That should have been a nice pass there by Gabby Espinas, pero Adi Santos still called off the bench, hindi nasa yung bola. So parang dito kay Fran Yu, you kept on talking about him. He's averaging 14.7 points a game. You said he was the 5th leading scorer. Pero ito ba, dagdag natin, 8 rebounds a game for a guard. And he is tied for 3rd in that department, along with 5 assists a game. So this guy could average a triple-double if you let him loose, as James Castro misses from the outside.
That's right. Don't let his age fool you. He is still one of the more experienced players dito sa ating liga. He has played in a lot of levels here sa ating bansa and still looking to prove himself as he goes on with his basketball career.
Fran Yu is also the 3rd best pagdating sa free throws in the league, almost 70% per game, and also averages 2 steals a game, so a complete package in this little guy from Letran.
And he headlines the free throw shooting here for his team, MTrans Buracai de Laiya. They are number 4 in free throw shooting dito sa ating torneo with 71%.
Well, we're going to delve into most of those numbers ngayon, and it's so great to have all of these numbers at our disposal right now. That we are very, very much into this tournament. 10 seconds to shoot para dito sa kupunan ng Burlington EOG. Mawawala pa yung bola sa kanila. Here's Raimundo now, sending it to Espinas, who does not have the wiry hairdo today.
Gabby Espinas, although he had 11 points in their last game, wasn't really able to establish a rhythm. He was actually visibly frustrated in that game. Didn't get a lot of calls going his way.
Ang maganda nga rin dito sa MTrans, Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics, the veterans don't have to play heavy minutes. Gabby Espinas is only averaging close to 20 a game, 19.3 minutes a game to be exact. Si Ken Bono, who almost led the team in scoring the other day, only played 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's right. And that's a testament to how deep a lineup they have.
Two free throws coming up here for Burlington EOG. Raimundo matatawagan ng first. Coach Mac Tan has to make sure that maganda yung rotation niya, especially in that guard lineup because mahilig tumakbo itong Burlington EOG.
Hindi lang mahilig tumakbo, mahilig rin sila promesa. That's what Coach Britra Roma's teams usually do. They like to press you whole game and they like to run you down to the ground.
Looks like Chito Jaime is okay. He's back in to replace nga itong si Adi Santos as this free throw is brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the PhilBasket Subic Championship. So John Nermal, here's another very intriguing fellow itong si John Nermal from PUP Agusan del Sur, suddenly surging to number 2 in the league in terms of scoring. In fact, Burlington EOG Sports has the top 2 scorers in the league.
That's right, that other one being Byron Villarias. And John Nermal from Kabangkalan Negros Occidental already played in the MPBL for the Bulacan Kuyas and idolizes Giannis Antetokounmpo. And I think halata naman sa mga laro niya so far in this tournament.
Well, he's not 6'10", 6'11", that's for sure. But boy, can he shoot the three. We're going to talk about his three-point percentage later on. It's staggering what this kid can do. Raimundo ngayon, as we come up on 7 minutes remaining sa ating first quarter. EOG up by 4, 6-2. Tries to run the pick and roll here with Gabby Espinas. Almost taken away, 12 to shoot for MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics.
Pamboy Raimundo, also one of the bright spots for MTrans in their last game. Had 15 points, 6 out of 12 from the field with 4 assists.
Kaya nga very important yung pacing dito na gagawin ni Coach Mactan. And that is telegraphed. Taken away that time. Here's Nermal. Getting it inside. Spin. Saldana. No. Saldana tries again. Too strong. Third time around. And free throws coming up for Jetro Sombero.
Jetro Sombero was visibly not present in their last game. Only had 3 points in 14 minutes, no? Pero isa siya sa mga players that Coach Britra Roma counts on to perform for his team.
We've had communication from the commissioner. We can call them Batangas City.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Commissioner Jai Reyes. Boy, Com Jai has done a great job here over the first week natin, and that's probably the most innovative thing he's done. Shorten that name.
Just amazing job being done by Commissioner Jai Reyes dito sa ating torneo, and we're not even halfway through.
Nagyaya nga pala siya mag-basketball at the end of this.
Yeah,
diba?
that's right.
Dala mo yung sapatos mo.
Oo, dala ko na.
Si Eman umuwi, ayaw na sakit ng katawan. We're gonna have an offensive foul called here against Batangas City. And the first look dito kay Jmar Gimpayan, who's seeing his first action of the game.
Yeah, Jmar Gimpayan wasn't able to see action in their last game. However, he scored in double digits the previous game before that. And let's see kung makaka-perform siya and makapagbigay ng impact para dito kay Coach Mactan.
Nermal on the miss. 8-2 in favor of Burlington EOG Sports. Brand new missing from the outside. Nice save by Gimpayan. They get it across now. Chito Jaime, let's test that arm. Chito Jaime is hit again. And this time he will be sent to the free throw line.
A little bit too over-eager on that challenge was Jetro Sombero.
So that's going to be his second. That's not good news para kay Britra Roma, one of his legit starters, picking up early foul trouble. So Kenneth Villapando out of San Sebastian is going to see his first action of the game. Papalitan niya ito si Sombero. So you can see the socially distanced bench nitong kupunan ng Batangas City. Chito Jaime, another former PBA player out of AMA Computer College, as we said, has been a journeyman of sorts as well, has had some international experience, and now back in the amateur ranks. At nagpabento sa kagabi.
Mukha nga.
Yung mga tatak dalmation, nandiyan pa rin sa kanyang braso.
Chito Jaime was still able to play in the PBL for Toyota Otis, as well as Liga Pilipinas for the Iloilo Mang Inasal.
Franyu, no-look layup if there's such a thing as that. Nakapikit na siya. Nung akala niya tatamaan na siya. So he's able to get his first 2 points.
Specialty of the house for Franyu, finishing on the break para dito sa MTrans.
Here's Baitiong, losing it momentarily. Saldana for 3. Baitiong, offensive rebound, and he is met upstairs. Good defense that time by Gimpayan. Chito Jaime, transition 3. He's getting there.
He's actively looking for his shot as we begin this ball game. Mukhang Coach Mactan has told him to be aggressive here to start.
Well, it's been a while since EOG make that Burlington EOG has scored, and you will feel an illegal pick by Baitiong. You will feel it.
Well, when I was talking to Coach Brit Roma before our tournament started, he mentioned that Alvin Baitiong, one of the players here he's counting on to blossom into a star, because this big guy can not only mix it up inside but can also hit the outside shot.
Much like the guy he's guarding right now, kakapasok lang po ni Ken Bono. The veteran seeing his first action of the game. That's going to be, mararamdaman natin yan eh. Diba? That's going to be a collision of cosmic proportions pag nagbanggaan silang dalawa.
Clash of Titans, Noel.
Tignan natin. Ito, Falcon naman itong tumira. Ken Bono went 6 out of 6 a couple of games ago. In the first half, this time fails to hit his first. Nice steal by Castro. Kabila. Jet Vidal seeing his first action of the game. Comes up empty.
Oh, Jet Vidal, one of the veterans on this relatively young Burlington EOG sports squad.
Ito na. Oh, nice pass here. Gimpayan from Bono.
Well, when Ken Bono's not scoring, he's also very able passer, especially in the post. He will not hesitate to hit the open man in the interior.
6 unanswered now para dito sa kupunan ng MTrans Batangas City. Franyu gets hit. And Jet Vidal will be called for this one.
Alam mo to si Franyu, payat lang siya, but it's very deceptive. He's able to take the contact and most of the time finish at the rim after taking that contact.
Yung knock nga dito na Franyu, of course, he told me earlier that he will be joining the PBA draft next year. He needs to have that PBA body ready.
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe at this level, it's still gonna cut it, pero iba na talaga yung level sa PBA in terms of physicality.
Sipin mo, Franyu, you're gonna take on guys like Mark Baroka, diba? Chris Ross. Diba? Sa sakit lang katawan mo sa kakabantay niyang mga malalaking gwardya. Probably, against LA Tenorio, you might be able to, katawan sa katawan. Pero pag si Scotty Thompson natatao sa'yo, ibang storya na yon.
Well, you also have Stanley Pringle to worry about.
How about Mikey Williams?
Oh, that guy is, wow. He is on pace to become one of the first season MVP Rookie of the Year since Benji Paras.
That's right. And since 1999, actually. Free throws so far dito at 2 mintis na para sa MTrans. And now, with under 4 minutes to go, Burlington EOG has lost the lead and they have lost possession as well. So this was an 8-2 score. This is now 7 unanswered points. Marcia Arellano in for the first time. As we thank our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority, kasama na rin ang Central Luzon Regional Task Force. And that play goes awry for Batangas.
Nauna yung tapak bago yung dribble there for Chito Jaime.
Time down to 3:33 remaining dito sa ating first quarter. Relatively low scoring pace. 9-8 in favor of MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. I will miss saying that because we've abbreviated that to Batangas City.
Not really a trend that we expected to happen here, especially at the beginning of the ball game. Low scoring for both teams because both teams at the upper echelon of our standings in terms of field goal scoring. Number 5 ang Burlington EOG. Meanwhile, MTrans number 1 in that department with 47.1.
Pati na rin sa field, sa 3-point field goals, number 1 din ang MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. 36.6 as a team.
That's right. But Burlington EOG not really far from them. They are number 4 at 31.3%.
Surprised lang ako that Burlington EOG Sports, with all of their shooters, is dead last in free throws in the league.
Yun nga, and to think that they have 2 of the top 2 scorers
Yes.
sa ating liga.
Who are pretty good free throw shooters as well.
Well, outside of them kasi not a lot of guys get to the line as much as these top 2 scorers get to.
Chito Jaime fortifying itong pagiging third ranked nitong kanyang kupunan in the league pagdating sa free throws, making both 11-8. Kanina pa napako sa 8. Napako pa rin sa 8. Enoch Valdez is in the game for the first time. He had a great game in the loss. Oh, what was that? Chito Jaime rammed that off the board. Here's Malyari seeing his first action. Enoch Valdez left open for 3. Rebound picked up by Villarias. And he has turned back. Gimpayan already with 2 blocks in this game.
That's right. That's one thing that Gimpayan can bring to the table, his length and his timing on the defensive end.
J. Mark Malyari, another former Manuel L. Quezon University standout, with his first basket of the game. And finally, nakasagot na after almost 4 minutes of silence para dito sa Burlington EOG Sports. Runner does not work that time para kay Pamboy Raimundo. Jet Vidal for 3. Arellano tracks it down. Raimundo, one man to beat. He'll pull up instead. And Pamboy Raimundo knocks down the transition 3.
Knocking down his first 3 points of the ball game, looking to pick up where he left off in their previous game.
Enoch on the back door. So nag-pick up na yung scoring pace dito with under 2 minutes to go in the first.
It's exciting to see how high we're going to see our score get to in this game.
I believe the highest score so far was 99 as Marcy Arellano is able to score. Noong isang araw lang yon. Of course, 95-91 was the final score nung huling laban nitong Burlington EOG. They came up to 91 points. How about that move coming from J. Mark Maniari?
Oh, the former QC Capital putting on the spin and the score.
Back-to-back field goals for him. Gimpayan gives it up now to Ken Bono. Gets position inside. And Bono, dinaan sa laki.
You know, Ken Bono has the record sa UAP Goodwill Games. 80 plus points.
I actually watched the game where he scored 51. So that's just par for the course for him. Arellano can't score. Malyari, 2-on-1 going the other way. Walang transition defense ang MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics.
Oh, Valdez taking it all for himself despite Jet Vidal being there. I was already gonna say bad decision, but buti na lang walang tinawag ang ating referees dun sa play na yun.
Gimpayan gets the pass, drops it inside. Chito Jaime.
And there's that drop pass that we were looking for. Gimpayan dropping it off to the last second at Jaime.
And that, of course, was our delivery of the game, brought to us by Grab Food. And Chito Jaime fouls just so that the subs can come in. Adi Santos, babalik. And Jogi Laude is in as well. So I have a pair of Letranistas in the team on the court ngayon para sa Batangas City.
Jogi Laude looking to redeem himself. Didn't score anything sa kanilang last game.
Clocks are separated by about 9 seconds. Lob pass inside from Villarias to Ronnie Matias, the veteran. O make that Magiliano. Kala ko dyan nga pala si Ronnie Matias. Mahirap yan pag hindi mo nakikita yung numero, ha? Magiliano back in, Matias there as well. Para silang pinagalitan ng commander sa CMT. At binilad sa araw. Here's Jogi Laude, quick release. And that's gonna do it for the first 10 minutes of action. And the lead goes to MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. And they have a 20-16 advantage over Burlington EOG Sports. We'll be back for the second quarter. We're about to begin the second quarter, but before that, shout out naman dyan kay Plongda Malerio, the man behind the graphics. At of course, shout out na rin kay Lovely Pareño, I believe that is, or Lovely Pareno.
Bueno.
Bueno, ano ba yung handwriting mo?
Sorry.
Layo. Ang layo. Ikaw lang nakakaintindi yan. Lovely, good evening. Galing yan kay, galing na yan sa amin. Girlfriend ni Fran Yu, nagpapabati na rin. Next time pag nagsulat ka, ikaw na magbasa.
Sige.
Para kang doktor eh. In the meantime, the second quarter starts out with a turnover. So pagkakataon lumapit nitong koponan ng Burlington EOG Sports. First quarter field goal numbers not pretty para sa Burlington EOG. That's pretty decent though for Batangas. Three-pointer, gilid. That is good. So ito ngayon, Emmanuel Mendez getting his first appearance of the game and knocks down the three. So the lead is down to 1-20-19. Dito sa ating second quarter, Fran Yu doing a Gabby Espinas move.
Fran Yu escaping the defense there with a little floater.
How about that incursion para naman dito kay Mendez? Follow up by JP Magiliano.
JP Magoliano, one of the bright spots for Coach Brit Roma in their game against AICC. He had 14 points, built on 4 out of 6 from the field to go with 5 rebounds.
Yan yung mga impact numbers for the former Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals player. Arellano out of the University of the East. Lobs it inside. UE connection. May pahabol na pasan ay binigay. That's not gonna work though for Laude. Nermal still looking to get his offense going, and that's not gonna do it. As we thank our friends from Coco Life, our official partner here in the Field Basket Subic Championship. Adi Santos, they finally get it to Bono. Biglang drop down zone, sabi ni Ken Bono, titirahan ko lang yan. Adi Santos cannot get the follow-up, and here comes Mendez into the front court. Tries to thread the needle into Magiliano. Taken away by Santos. And a traveling violation. Adi wanted to pass it off when he stole it. Wala siyang makitang kakampi.
Well, you can't do that when you're on the floor and just suddenly go up on your knees. Tatawagan ka talaga ng traveling na ating mga officials.
And we're gonna have the youngsters come back into the game para dito sa Burlington EOG Sports. Exactly 8 minutes to go dito sa ating second quarter. MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics still up by 1. Missed by Villarias.
Still scoreless in this ballgame, the #1 scorer of the league.
Yeah. And Gabby Espinas, who just checked in, is called for the walk.
We're still waiting for a breakout game, if you will, from Gabby Espinas, because we know that the former NCAA rookie MVP can do so much more than the numbers that he is posting up.
Remember, at one time in his career, he was backing up Junmar Fajardo in San Miguel. Here's Maguliano on the post-up. He wants another crack at it. Grabe. As we thank our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force.
And JP Maguliano already top scoring for his team in this ballgame.
Well, they left Adi Santos wide open sa loob. So now a seesaw affair. Balik ang abante rito sa Batangas City. Here's James Castro. We have not seen Enzo Navarro in this game yet. Maguliano can't get it to go. Outlet. This is a great pass coming from Fran Yu to hit Adi Santos in rhythm, in stride. And a quick timeout here by Brit Roma as MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics has opened up a 3-point lead, 26-23. Timeout brought to us by Astig Roasters. Back with us here at the Subic Bay Gym. It is 26-23 in favor of Batangas City. And can a 23-year-old really do this? Hindi mo yung pasa, hindi mo yung timing na yan. And Adi Santos did not have to break stride on that great assist pass coming from Fran Yu in the backcourt.
That's right, from Moralia to Recto
Yan.
on that play.
So 26-23. Let's see what the response will be for Burlington EOG Sports. They get it out to Magillano. Boy, he can shoot from anywhere, but he missed that time. Laude on the sidestep, tries to get it off to Santos, taken away by Enoch Valdez, the peskiest defender in the league, and that will be a lifting violation. Great call by referee Tolentino.
Missed opportunity there by the White Shorts to trim this lead to 1.
So Joey Medinilla checks back into the game. Nako, binigyan ako ni Ken Pangilinan where he's from. Binigyan ako ng daming letra. Sinabi ko, ano yung sabihin yan? MPCF-L. Mariners Polytechnic Colleges Foundation, Legazpi City.
Legazpi City. Bicolano naman pala ba si Joey Medinilla?
Daming letra eh. Parang ito si James Castro, taga Iris. Sige, I will give you 5 seconds to figure that out.
Iris?
Yes.
Where is that?
Julio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology.
Daming letra.
Daming letra. That's actually the school that produced itong si player ng Terra Firma. I will get to that in just a bit. Nagkaroon ng mental block. Andreas Cahilig, there you go. Played 1 season for Iris before being drafted in the PBA. Enoch, ambush. He was still dribbling according to referee Bermeo.
No easy basket's going to be given up by the veteran Marcy Arellano. Now, talking to Marcy Arellano before this tournament started, sabi niya, you know, I think I'm transitioning into the next phase of my basketball career. I'm already juggling managerial duties for this team.
Alam mo, he'll do good, really, as a manager. He's a smart guy, knows his basketball. As we have a steal here for Enzo Navarro, seeing his first action of the game. Almost threw that away.
Enzo Navarro, seeing his first action of the game, as you said, has his right shoulder heavily taped. So maybe that's the reason why he didn't start this ball game.
Quick turnaround off the inbound will not work for Burlington EOG. Another outlet pass, pero hindi na tumabutan ni Medinilla. So Kenneth Villapando checks back in. As we have 5:42 remaining dito sa ating second quarter. Once again, Noel Zarate pa rin po kasama si Javi Palanya. And this is a relatively low-scoring game considering the opponents. Yung magkalaban.
Well, looks like both teams on their scouting report and their game plan said that we have to limit our opponents. Kung di tayo makashoot, di din dapat makashoot ang kalaban.
Chito Jaime is going to check back in. Again, still 26-23. In favor of MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics, better known now as Batangas City.
The shortened version.
Full court press once again. Chito Jaime is going to be called for a 5-second violation.
And the long arms of the forward from Tondo distracting Chito Jaime from getting a pass off to his teammates there, thereby forcing the turnover and gaining the possession for Burlington EOG.
So ngayon, sila naman na may pagkakataon na makalapit dito. Down 3. Castro and Navarro on the floor at the same time. Navarro, 5 to shoot, lets it fly, no. Valdez keeps it alive again. Castro for 3. Yung Enoch Valdez is such an undersized rebounder.
But his length and his leaping ability makes him able to mix it up with the best of them inside.
How about Marcy Arellano turning back the hands of time right there?
Oh, I was about to say the same thing.
Yan ang bilis na ginamit niya nung nasa UAP siya. Playing for the UE Red Warriors.
That's right, winning Rookie of the Year.
Another ex-pro itong si Marcy Arellano. Can't get it to go, lane violation though. Here's another ex-pro, si Pamboy Raimundo, replacing Arellano. So 4:56 to go. And we are now live on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. It has finally happened. Sabay-sabay na natin masasaksihan itong field basket. Turnover, Joey Medanilla, no. Enoch Valdez comes away with it. And they have the numbers. It's a 4-on-2. Oh, Enoch Valdez is going to have to be called for something. Kung hindi traveling, lifting, shoplifting, lahat na pwede may itawag doon.
Enoch Valdez out of control on that play. A little bit too fast for his own good.
Right. So Valdez is going to take a seat. 4:36 to go here in the second. This is a very dynamic backcourt ngayon para sa Batangas City. With Fran Yu at saka ito si Pamboy Raimundo. Boy, will Fran Yu learn a lot from Pamboy, I tell you that.
Oh, definitely. And also Marcia Arellano, a lot of basketball knowledge and experience at his disposal.
Gabby Espinas finally able to get his first points of the second. Fran Yu matatawagan ng reach in. So 30-23, napako na po sa 23 points itong Burlington EOG. Tandaan natin, they were up by 23-22 at one point. So this is 8 unanswered now for MTrans. They go to the other side, 4 to shoot. Castro, extra pass pa sa loob to Villapando. And I believe we're gonna have a timeout here. Kala ko nag-shot clock violation yun, but that's gonna be a timeout called by Mactan, as his squad has the lead, but only by 5, 30-25. Timeout brought to us by Aztec Roasters. Let's take a look at that last extra pass. That's just great court awareness coming dito from James Castro to find a wide open Kenneth Villapando underneath.
And they'll need more of that to come up with a lead dito after being down by 5 against MTrans. 3:53 left dito sa ating first half.
Pressure broken. Ronnie Matias back in para sa Burlington EOG Sports. They get it to Pamboy. Quick turnaround is good.
Pamboy, someone Burlington EOG has to be wary about. He could explode at any time.
Oh,
He
yeah.
can score from all angles.
Here's Ronnie Matias. Oh, off the glass 3. How about that?
Well, Ronnie Matias, another veteran who wasn't able to get his rhythm yet going so far in this tournament. Titingnan natin kung Coach Brit Reroma can harness that breakout game from the former Rain or Shine stalwart dito sa laro na to.
And there's going to be a foul. That's going to be a hold on the cut. It'll go against the Burlington EOG Sports. And more veterans coming in now for MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. Pero interchangeable pala ito si Ken Bono at si Gabby Espinas.
Imagine how deep you are. You have Adrian Celada coming in at the second quarter at the
Oo.
3:09 mark.
Andrian Celada,
Adrian
actually.
Celada.
As we have Ken Bono scoring underneath. Andrian Celada has produced some ridiculous numbers in his last games.
Yeah, he was shooting 66.7% from three-point country before the start of this game.
He's 50%.
Right now.
Right now. 9 out of 18 three-pointers para kay Andrian Celada. Pamboy is starting to take over. And that, of course, is our TikTok move of the game brought to us by TikTok. The lead is 8. Backdoor cut. Nicely done for Burlington EOG. Castro from Matias.
That's 4 points in the ball game for James Castro. Ronnie Matias playing the role of facilitator here.
36-30. The peskiness continues para sa Burlington EOG Sports. Pero naghahabol pa rin sila rito ng 6 na puntos. Raimundo against Villarias. Tumulong si Matias, walang nagawa si Raimundo. Nermal in the front court. Jan Nermal airborne, yes!
Nothing you can really do when Jan Nermal takes off and Fran Yu is in front of you.
Yeah, unless you hammer him. Just something that Fran Yu did not want to do. They are up by 4 na lamang, 36-32. And Castro is gonna put Fran Yu to the free throw line. And Malyari's gonna come in. Boy, Byron Villarias has really not had it today, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Still 0 points in this ball game for the #1 leading scorer ng PhilBasket Subic Championship.
So Fran Yu back at the free throw line ngayon. And this free throw brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the PhilBasket Subic Championship.
With still 151 left in this ball game, Fran Yu has already staffed the stat sheet. 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists already at the one, and still 151 left dito sa ating first half.
So he's on pace. That's his 7th point. He's on pace for 14, 12, and 8. On pace.
It could be more.
Yeah, yun na nga eh. 1 minute and 45 remaining in the second. 38-32. 6 mga bate rito. Make that 4 after Malyari. Boy, Malyari's just been efficient off the bench, huh?
That's right. Malyari making a good account of himself early on. Hasn't really produced numbers sa kanilang previous games.
Game pa yan to Bono. They want to be a little patient now with Marcia Arellano running the show. 5 on the shot clock. Raimundo has it. And Raimundo is hit by Villarias.
Foul on number 15, 5 on Villarias. Penalty is second.
Pangalawa na yan para kay Villarias. He's got more fouls than points.
That's right.
So Jogi Laude rather is gonna check back in. Parati ko sinasabi Laure. Retired na yung Laure. Mga sikat na Laure ngayon, volleyball player na. Pamboy. No relation to Kirby. Tapos meron pala, no? Good on 2. Pamboy Raimundo is leading the team so far. But it is still a precarious 6-point lead, 40-34 at least. The scoring has picked up here in the second. Matias, dinaan sa ilalim ni Bono.
Already 5 points in the ball game for Ronnie Matias. Can you believe that Ronnie Matias is only averaging 1.7 points in this tournament?
Well, he hasn't gotten that much playing time yet. Still trying to get his legs under him. Matagal na rin na bakante. Kinikwento ko ni Ronnie sa atin yun. Bono, that's a long 2.
Well, this guy, no matter how much he stays out of the court, it's like he never left.
Baka may ring sa bahay, kaya gano'n. Finally, a basket for Byron Villarias.
When Ken Bono is off the court, do you know that he breeds American bullies?
That will not surprise me, actually. We should get one too, actually.
Pag nanalo siguro sila ng championship.
Yon. Bono, floater, drops in, plus the foul.
And isn't that ironic that happened after I said that?
So, pag nag-champion nga sila, katsawan mo na. Like to say hi to his wife, actually, one of our former students as well, si Maya Montesilio, from the original batch 1 ng Center for Sports Communication, along with sina Mark Zambrano, Leboyd Season.
The esteemed list of names.
The old school. We're going to have a timeout here called by Burlington EOG Sports. They have suddenly fallen behind by 7, 45-38. This timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. Speaking of which, nag-like ka agad. Final 10 seconds of the first half. And the last shot could belong to Burlington EOG. 5 seconds remaining. Malyari gets it out. Brian Hilario seeing his first action of the game. And instant offense for Brian Hilario. The former PMS graduate ends the first half with that three. 45 to 41. Let's take a look at this again. Grabe, no? He just put him in. He's going to shoot it. This guy started out as a center. He's now a 2-3. And he cuts the lead down to 4. 45 to 41 at the end of the first 20 minutes of action. And we are moments away from the start of the second half. We have a close one dito sa ating third game, 45-41. MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics, now known as Batangas City, enjoying a 4-point lead over Burlington EOG Sports. Noel Zarate, kasama pa rin si Javi Palanya. And now our halftime stats brought to us by TM Easy Serve 99.
Burlington EOG only shooting 37% from the field compared to 56% from Batangas City. Free throw story, 4 out of 4 from Burlington EOG, but already 10 made free throws out of the 13 for MTrans. Assist department 14-10, second chance points dominated by Burlington EOG 10-2.
And of course our leading scorer is brought to us by Grab Food.
MTrans being led by Ken Bono and Pamboy Raimundo with 9 apiece. Chito Jaime not far off with 8, Fran Yu with 7, JP Magoliano and J. Mark Malyari with 6, Ronnie Matias and James Castro with 5 and 4 respectively for Burlington EOG.
And we are now about to begin quarter number 3 dito sa ating huling laban in our first week of competition. Grabe ang saya dito sa ating Phil Basket Subic Championship powered by etong Coco Life. And this third quarter brought to us by Wilson. And that was a John Wilson-like move.
Byron Villarias wanting to establish his rhythm here sa mula ng ating second half. 4th point of the ball game for the number 1 leading scorer.
How about Chito Jaime on the penetration?
Chito Jaime, the first in double figures here with 10 for MTrans Batangas City.
Ito ngayon para sa kupunan ng Burlington. John Nermal is still looking to calibrate his gun.
That's right, only 4 points in the ball game here for John Nermal, looking to get points 5 and 6 at the 15-foot parallel.
Para kay John Nermal, he's averaging 16.3, tied for second in the league, but he's also tied at 7th for best three-point percentage in the league. The guy's shooting 40% from beyond the arc.
And you wouldn't think that you could see that coming from John Nermal. Akala mo hindi tumitira sa labas, but this guy, his game is has a lot of variety in it.
So Nermal making good on 2 free throws. Produkto ng West Negros College, the same school that produced a former number 1 overall pick in the PBA by the name of Noynoy Baclao. Of course, Ateneo galing si Baclao, but he started out with West Negros College.
Noy Baclao already playing for the Meralco Bolts.
That's
in
right.
The PBA right now.
Chito Jaime, another long shot for Chito Jaime. That's a 3.
Chito Jaime starting to percolate. 13 points in the ball game.
And to think that he started the first quarter, now he had to be taken out of the game kasi masakit yung kanyang braso. Villarias trying to get more aggressive, but he will miss. Follow-up, not there for Brian Hilario, the former center who started his collegiate career at New Era University before moving over to PMMS. I said kanina PMS, PMMS, the Philippine Merchant Marine School, where he graduated there under coach Aldrin Morante, who is the coach of Medical Depot.
And Brian Hilario making a good account for himself, picking up where he left off in that first half where he knocked down the last shot of the half, that three-pointer from the left flank.
This kid's about 6'2", 6'3", used to play center, now can gravitate towards guard. Sort of reminds you of probably the next Chito Loizaga or something like that. Nice press break here for Pamboy Raimundo. They're ahead but only by 3, 50-47. Jaime trying to catch fire. Gets it out to you, long 3. Wala. Hilario on the outlet to Nermal, and it's taken away by Fran Yu. He's averaging 2.3 steals a game in this tournament. Espinas masyadong malalim, and that will be touched last by Ronnie Matias.
Oh, Fran Yu is just all over the place.
Grabe. I think he's Kankarot personified.
Oh, definitely.
50-47 pa rin po ang ating score. I think they're trying to locate, the map man finally able to do some housekeeping.
Fran Yu is Kankarot times 100.
May levels pa pala yun, ha? Oh, nice find. Chito Jaime, another 3. And look at Fran Yu tracking it down. Saved by Hilario. It still goes to the green shirts, pero hindi nagkaamuyan that time. Itong si Espinas at itong si J. Mark Gimpayan.
Jmar Gimpayan, former MVP of the Visayas leg ng Vismin Super Cup.
Malapit na rin magsimula yung ligang yan.
That's right.
And their CEO, Rocky Chan. Here's Ronnie Matias. Villarias, catch and shoot 3. Battle for the rebound. Tumama na sa goal support and it's gonna go out of bounds.
Oh, J. Mark Malyari complaining with the referees, but he obviously pushed Fran Yu on that rebound play.
So the ball goes back to MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. And special thanks to our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force. Maraming salamat sa inyong tulong dito sa ating field basket bubble in Subic Bay. Raimundo. Battle for the rebound, secured by Jaime. You on the drive, you off the wrong leg. Gimpayan, blocked from behind. Espinas blocked from behind, but there's a foul. And they may call this on Hilario.
Oh, Espinas already going up for the shot there, but decided to pass it off at the last second. And because of that, they will merit a baseline inbound instead of a visit to the 15-foot line for Gabby Espinas.
Yeah, JP Magillano is back in the game. So more height, pinagsabay na si Matias at si Magillano. They played together briefly in the second quarter. Sino yung dalawang sentro ng kanilang team.
And let's see what kind of dynamic Maguliano and Matias will bring in the second half for Coach Britre Roma.
Jaime again. And he's missed his last 3 attempts. Into the front court ngayon, Malyari on the spin. Walang mapunta, lalabas muna kay Matias. Jan Nermal against Chito Jaime. Lalabas kay Malyari, 3-pointer good. J. Mark Malyari has scored heavily off the bench today, Javi.
That's right, and he hasn't scored in their first few games and already has 6 in this ball game.
Here's Espinas high off the glass. Labanan sa rebound. Fran Yu gets the offensive rebound this time. And Espinas will push off. Sapayang Gabby Espinas is still trying to adapt to the pace. That's just his first though.
Well, I'm sure a veteran like Gabby Espinas will eventually adjust, but judging that we are having a short tournament format, he will have to do that sooner than later for Coach Mactan.
At maraming salamat sa Coco Life, our official partner here in the Phil Basket Subic Championship. 6:23 remaining here in the third. Tabla tayo, 50-50. Yan ang lagay nitong ating ball game. 50-50. Tira sa gilid. Wala. Vidal back in. Yes. And he gives the lead to Burlington EOG Sports.
Chet Vidal so far played spot minutes in this ball game. Tingnan natin kung anong impact ang mabibigay niya dito sa second half para sa White Shirts.
That big 7-point lead earlier has now disappeared. Ang lalim ng dukot, hindi pumasok. Jaime bothered. Espinas missing. Espinas tries again. And Gabby will go to the free throw line.
Former PCU Dolphin not to be denied on that rebound battle. Getting the foul from the Burlington EOG defender.
And you did mention, of course, a rookie MVP of the NCAA when he played for the Philippine Christian University, and they had such decorated teammates as well there, the likes of Bo Belga, and si Jason Castro, and some people may have already forgotten Rob Sanz, who was one of my favorite teammates, si Gabby Espinas.
As well as Ian Retaga.
Yeah, Mon Retaga, yeah, also there. Si Espinas, of course, 3 points, 4 rebounds. I think nung binaba niya yung kanyang buhok na bumaba rin lahat ng antena niya eh. So, I don't know if he's gonna go back to the wire look later on or yung na-kuryente look.
When we ask the players who they were idolizing sa local hoops or international hoops, it's not really common for players to say guys like Freddy Abuda. And Gabby Espinas says that he idolizes Freddy Abuda.
Well, I idolize Freddy Abuda, but now that he's a coach. 6 to shoot. Jan Nermal against Bono. Rolls it in.
8 points now in the ball game for Jan Nermal.
Uy, uso upset dito sa field basket. Ha? Alam mo yun. Just ask the Nueva Ecija best friend. Here's Arellano. Walang mapunta. Lalabas kay Bono. Thinking 3. Natapikan ang bola. And Baityong. If Baityong dove into the bench of Batangas City, masusubukan ang mga life insurance policy naman nakaupo dyan.
Oh, definitely. Gandang matchup ito. Alvin Baichong going up against Ken Bono,
Yeah, we saw
former
this.
UAAP MVP.
That's right. We saw this in the first half. Here is Castro. Given continuation. So he'll shoot 2 on that foul by Marcy Arellano.
Almost great body control there by James Castro.
So we will see Enoch Valdez back in. Enoch Valdez, he's the 10th rebound. He's the 10th best offensive rebounder in the league. So ngayon si Castro at the free throw line. James Castro in their last game had a solid outing.
That's right, in the stead of lead point guard Enzo Navarro. And that's why he's given more minutes here by Coach Britre Roma.
That free throw, of course, brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of Phil Basket.
But that time just a little bit too aggressive against Adi Santos on that rebound battle. Tong Burlington EOG, they have a lot of players who are long and tall and could jump.
Check that. Penalty na ba?
Penalty na ang MTrans Buracai de
MTrans,
Laiya.
okay. I thought it was going to be going the other way. 3 team fouls pa lamang para dito sa Burlington EOG. 55-52. Burlington EOG with the lead. Jaime missing from the outside. Di naman nagkaamuyan doon. Pero si Magiliano, itong si Enoch Valdez. Oh, that's a backing violation. Di pa nakakatawid si Baityong.
That's already the second mistake Enoch Valdez has made crossing the midway line dito sa ating laro nung second quarter. May dribbling violation siya na ginawa. Little bit too out of control there.
If you look at the circle right there, as we have a 3 for Ken Bono, it ties up the game at 55. If you look at the center, it's mesmerizing. The center circle. I think Enoch Valdez has been looking at it a long time.
Well, he'll have to focus more on the ball game if he wants to contribute to the efforts of Burlington EOG.
And Enoch fires a 3, Pambawe. Good crushing of the boards here by Adi Santos. He's done that his entire career, but it will stay with the white shirts.
Adi Santos, one of the hustle players here for Coach Mactan.
4:02 to play here in the third. Jet Vidal against a smaller Franyu. Gets a pick now from Magiliano. Now attracts a double team. Alvin Baityong over to Enoch Valdez.
At ayan na yung pambawi, Noel.
Pressure is back on. That was our grab food delivery of the game. Almost taken away. Here's Arellano getting it across. Tries to go inside to Santos. Bono left open for 3. Back-to-back threes for Ken Bono.
He was 4 out of 4 in that game against FSD Makati Army from downtown.
Right. He's actually also averaging 50% from three-point range. Ito si Ken Bono for the tournament as Fran Yu is whistled for the foul. Again, Ken Bono is only averaging 13 minutes a game, but he's also averaging 10 points a game.
Talk about efficiency for the former Adamson Falcon.
Coming into this game, he's 5 of 10 from three-point range, including that 4 of 4 that you talked about. So yung isang game, 1 out of 6. Bawi.
Yeah, and when he went 1 out of 6, talo sila dun.
Yeah, I would figure that.
So looking good here so far for Coach Mactan. Ken Bono already up to 15 points. Quiet 15 points, if you will.
2 for 2 para kay James Castro. Lead goes back to Burlington EOG. 3 minutes and 15 remaining dito sa ating third quarter. Pressure continues. Raimundo continues to break it by himself. And that's a foul on Valdez. That was their foul to give.
Not really a lot of pressure defenses can rattle Pamboy Raimundo.
Even in the PBA.
That's right. Very heady point guard coming out of San Sebastian College.
Here's Raimundo on the inbound. 3:05 to play in the third. They're looking for Jaime sa poste. Bigla sa zona itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG. Going cross court now. Bono with a guy in his face. That was by Tiong on the good challenge. Castro. Magaliano splits the defense, almost gets it to go. There are free throws coming up.
JP Magoliano not fazed by the bigs of MTrans Buracai de Laiya.
He is a big dude as well. We have not seen much pala of itong si Andrian Celada in this game. So I'm wondering if he might be injured. We have not seen Jeff Viernes at all in this game.
That's right. I don't think he's in the venue yet.
Yeah.
I think he's still fulfilling his
Tagal na
quarantine.
nun.
Oo nga.
Tagal na nun. I don't know if they put him in one of those rooms without a window also.
Baka nakalimutan niya yung oras.
Nakalimutan yung araw na pala nakalipas.
Baka to his knowledge, it was only a few hours pa lang.
Yeah, it's actually been 4 days. Di na lumabas ng kwarto, 4 days na. 2:38 to play here in the third. Laude puts it on the floor. Looks for a friend ngayon kay Pamboy. 5 to shoot. Raimundo tries to force it. Yun, nakabingwit nga kay Castro. Britre Roma is not happy with this call.
And he takes off his face mask in disgust.
Yeah. Oh, you can hear Britre Roma from across the floor.
Little man with a big voice talking about Coach Brit.
Oh boy, when he coaches, and I actually watched him coach abroad. Nandun kami sa Maba Stadium noon. They were doing a coaching a coaching clinic there, and then they did an actual game. Dinig mo siya, papasok ka pa lang ng Maba Stadium, alam mo ng Pilipino yung nagsasalita. Yan yung kalakas ang boses ni Britre Roma. It's one of the, you can see he's trying to fix his face mask right now. It's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. And a visionary at that. Marami siyang ideas on how to, revolutionize basketball, not only from a coach's standpoint. He actually wants to revolutionize it in Malaysia from a broadcasting standpoint.
Yeah, that's right. One of the longest interviews that we had nung media day nung turn ng Burlington
Mamili
EOG.
ka, siya o si Bonbon Custodio. Doon na ako kay Britre Roma. Yung Bonbon Custodio, masascramble yung utak mo dun eh. Jet Vidal. Natapikan.
I don't want to have to make a choice between the two Baka nanonood si Bonbon ngayon.
That's why I said it. Kasi I'm sure nanonood si Bonbon Custodio ngayon. But the longer you spend, I wonder who his roommate is. The longer you spend with Bonbon Custodio, the more your universe goes upside down. Yun lang masasabi ko.
Buti na lang di pa siguro nasisiraan ng bait yung roommate niya.
Kung sira ulo na. Villarias can't get it to go. One-hand follow-up by Magaliano. And he will collect the foul. A three-point play opportunity for the former Emilio Aguinaldo College star.
Oh, imagine going up against guys like Ken Bono and Gabby Espinas. And you're a young guy like JP Magoliano. Wow.
He had a one-hand follow-up, one-hand rebound, one-hand follow-up. So Magoliano cannot extend the lead. It's 3 points. Ang abante dito ng Burlington EOG Sports. Less than 2 minutes to go in the third. Raimundo, babad na babad dito sa ating ballgame. Espinas going inside to Arellano. You got 4 ex-pros on the floor. And Jogi Laude, who's a PBA D-League veteran. A miss by Espinas. Ganyan na sila kaseryoso. 4 na ex-pro na yan, ha? And free throws coming up again for James Castro. Three fouls now on Marcy. And they're going to try John Nermal again. You know, this is for future reference. He's really not had it today pati na rin si Byron Villarreal, but it has been the youngsters who have taken over now para sa Burlington EOG Sports.
And that has been the thing for Coach Brito Roma's teams. Even in the past, though, he doesn't just rely on his on the players that score a lot in their games. There are different players who will also step up at different opportunities, and that's why it's such a pleasure to play for Coach Brito Roma.
Well, 9 points now for James Castro, and they will try. Ito rin si Enzo Navarro, who has had spot minutes in this game. Look at that heavily taped right shoulder.
Former Batang Gilas standout.
Yeah. So in the front court, di pa nakakatawid dito. Pamboy. Being watched by Villapando. Make that normal. Get it inside to Espinas. They want to involve Gabby now. Raimundo on the fake. Out again to Espinas. 5 on the shot clock. Gabby will repost. Maguliano. 2 on the shot clock. Turnaround is good for Gabby Espinas.
Kalmadong-kalmado si Gabby Espinas dun sa play na yon.
Well, it's still a 3-point lead para sa Burlington EOG, 65-62. By Tiong for 3. Less than a minute to go here in the third. Grabe yung pressure dito, talaga para ma-sticker.
Stuck to you like glue.
Yeah, exactly nga. Parang nahiga ka sa kwarto na may sticker na nakakapit sa braso mo, hindi mo matanggal. Oh, near steal by Navarro.
Substitution. Adi Santos. Checking in for 10 points.
So they will speed things up now with the entry of Adi Santos. Papasok na rin si Jetro Sombero. Again, ang daming unknowns dito sa lineup ni Coach Brito Roma for Burlington EOG Sports, but they've already picked up a win in this tournament and maybe in line for an upset if they can continue doing this to MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics.
And that's the vision that the Burlington EOG has for its team, no? To really give them a lot of exposure para pagdating nila when they are able to enter the PBA draft, meron na talaga silang pangalan na dinadala.
Right. 10 seconds remaining in the third. Coming off the turnover. Navarro asking for the pick now. Navarro shoots a long 3. Almost. At dyan po magtatapos itong ating third quarter with Burlington EOG grabbing the lead away from MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics, 65-62. We'll have the final 10 minutes when we return. Stay with us. This is our continuing coverage of the Phil Basket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. Malapit na po magsimula itong ating fourth quarter, 65-62. We got another close one on our hands. Now the question is, will it remain close at the end of the fourth? That's the question. Noel Zarate, kasama pa rin po si Javi Palanya. Fourth quarter action na po tayo. Hatid sa atin ang Coco Life. Third match of the day. We'll have another triple header for you tomorrow. Grabe. Action, fast and furious here at the Phil Basket Subic Championship. Presented by Coco Life. A miss by Celada. He has not had it today.
Well, it was hard for Andrian Celada to establish his rhythm here early on because pinasok siya but he wasn't in for a long time. And sometimes shooters like that need to take time to percolate and get fired.
Looking at this lineup now, it's loaded with shooters para sa Batangas City. Here's the fake. Nermal gets the first step against 3 green shirts. Labanan sa rebound. We'll have a whistle. Yeah, we just got a message that Jeff Viernes pala, it works in Malaysia. And he came here, so may iba yung health and safety protocol lang galing abroad. Pero doon pa rin siya sa kwartong walang bintana nilagay. Here's Nermal. Trying to look for a friend. Villarias able to shake off the defense. Pero wala yung kanyang tira. How about Fran Yu out rebounding Ronnie Matias?
Already the 9th rebound of the ball game for the guard out of Letran.
Jaime can't score from close range. Castro now pushing it up on a 3-on-2. Castro natapikan dito ni Marcy Arellano.
Great hands there by the veteran guard. A little bit too early on the spin move there for James Castro. Kaya naabangan siya na matindi ni Marcy Arellano on that play.
So ngayon, the inbound belongs to Villarias. Gets it out. Byron, reach in.
Oh, there's no way that our referees wouldn't call a foul on Chito Jaime in that one. He was obviously holding on.
So Baityong replaced by Maguliano. Si Maguliano parang naupo lang para uminom ng konting tubig. Relax, tapos balik na kagad.
Well, he has been he is the top scorer of Burlington EOG in this ball game with 10.
Let's see if Castro can overtake him. Castro's got 9. Matias for 3. Fran Yu with his 10th rebound of the game.
On pace for a triple-double, 5 assists and 7 points to his name as well.
Jaime, naiwan bukas. Chito Jaime fouled, taking a 3. He makes it, and he is fouled by Ronnie Matias. 4-point play opportunity for Chito Jaime.
Mukhang maganda ang gising dito ni Chito Jaime.
And again, this guy has bounced around. Looks like he's found a home here sa MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. Let's see this again. Late challenge coming from Matias and Chito Jaime. Probably the second 4-point play here.
Already eclipsing his average of 6 points.
Ilan na ba siya ngayon?
Now has 16.
That does not make the 4-point play. But he has tied the score at 65. Villarias, muntik na maagawan ni Fran Yu.
And mukhang hirap na talaga. You can see it on the face of Byron Villarias. And it doesn't help that Fran Yu is the one defending him right now.
Right, you know, they put a smaller guy on him. Hindi ka makakadribble, although he likes to catch and shoot.
And not just any small guy, pesky small guy.
And Fran Yu can slip through screens. Almost another steal, and this time an offensive foul. Ang may tatawag kay John Hermal.
What a luxury to have a player who can impact both sides of the basketball.
Alam mo kung sinong ganyan maglaro dati? Napapanood ko na, I was covering the ABL. There was a heritage import who was playing for the Saigon Heat na ganyan. He'd bother everybody. Jai Reyes. Seriously. I mean, you look at those old Saigon Heat tapes. Diba, he'd rebound, he'd bring it down, and then pagdating sa depensa, magkakaroon siya ng agaw. I mean, Jai Reyes played that way when he was for the Saigon Heat sa ABL.
Of course, the Dynamite, our beloved commissioner.
Oh! James Castro, yo-yo in midair at sumabit si Andrian Celada.
Already breaking the double-digit barrier there.
And that was, of course, our TikTok move of the game.
James Castro now with 11 points, a chance to hike it up to 12.
More importantly, balik ang abante sa Burlington EOG Sports. Look at this. Great iwas ang ginawa in that our TikTok move of the game. Castro's been steady from the line. So baliwala yung three-pointer kanina. Let's see if they can get it back. The Chito Jaime 3 that tied it. It's now back to another 3-point lead, 68-65. Pick and roll action. Adi Santos, yes.
Adi Santos getting the roll there.
So just a 1-point lead now, 68-67. Villarias off the curl. He's still struggling in this game.
Focal point of the defense for MTrans Buracai City de Laiya. So far, they have been successful in stopping the #1 scorer of the league.
Fran Yu, sorry, missed that time. Outlet pass ngayon. Villarias. UE versus UE. The foul was on the ground, given up by Arellano. Of course, different generations yan.
14 foul substitution and Bono for Gagi
Espinas takes a seat. Babalik si Bono. Time down to 6:54 remaining as we thank our friends from Coco Life, our official partner at the PhilBasket Subic Championship.
21 seconds.
I have to correct myself. Byron Villarias is actually out of Jose Rizal University. Oh, nice pass inside. And another player down. Kay Jaime ba may tatawag to? Yeah, it is.
Well, I don't doubt it.
Wow, 6:43 remaining in the game. And penalty situation na ang MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics.
That doesn't bode well for the cause of Coach Mactan and his wards. It's a close game so far, seesaw battle. And being in the penalty this early in the fourth quarter will make it hard for them, especially in the end game.
And you foul, of course, the best free throw shooter on the team. Ito si James Castro.
Already 6 out of 7 from the free throw line is James Castro.
And again, this is an anomaly because they're supposed to be dead last in free throws.
Well, so far this whole tournament, the stats here have been an anomaly. We haven't seemed to find a trend.
They average 57.8% from the line. Itong kumpulan ng Burlington EOG Sports. I mean, there are some players in this league who shoot better than that from the field.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, that's a testament to the level of players that we have here in this tournament. The stats, the numbers, they make it not matter.
Adi Santos with one of his better performances in the tournament so far. Gives or cuts the lead down to just one. 70-69. Coming up on 6 minutes to go here in the fourth. Oh, nice cut here by Maguliano. Great feed from Alvin Baitiong. And Mactan has seen enough. Hindi sila nakakahabol. Easy layups are being given away. They're already in the penalty. And a timeout is called by Batangas City. And this timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. Back with us here with 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 72-69 and nobody watching. Eto si Maguliano. An easy assist pass coming from Baitiong. And you can call that a high-low of the simplest form.
And JP Maguliano has already 14 points in this ball game. But he hasn't had to bleed for his points.
Yun nga eh.
And I'm sure Coach Mactan is very furious because Maguliano not really the usual suspect that you would put in your game plan if you were MTrans planning against the White Shirts.
Well, he got the start here today. Raimundo, fouled by Villarias. That's going to be team foul number 3 on Burlington EOG. So that's his third. And he's watching the very wily Pamboy Raimundo. Bono elects to drive. Baitiong stands his ground and forces a traveling violation.
Excellent effort displayed there by Alvin Baitiong, and I'm sure Coach Britton Roma is beaming with pride that the Lyceum standout was able to get a good defensive stance against Ken Bono.
And Ken Bono's going to give him a lot of respect for doing that, as we thank our friends from the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority and the Central Luzon Regional Task Force. Vidal, very little playing time here today. Malyari doesn't need a lot of playing time to be effective, and he shows it again.
Already in double digits as well is Malyari. Now has 11 in the ball game. Scoreless at the start of our tournament, scoring all 11 of his points here in this game.
So they have more than made up for the absence of scoring of Villarias at ito si Nermal, and Ken Bono hits another three-pointer.
Ken Bono refusing for his squad to go away so easily. Still a lot of time left here sa ating game.
74-72, under 5 minutes to play. Drop pass inside, Maguliano again, plus the foul.
And look who gave up the pass, Noel. J. Mark Malyari.
Yes.
Making that play happen for Burlington EOG Sports. And JP Maguliano finishing, getting the hoop and the harm.
Malyari, great court awareness, finding his teammates. Look at that, in the land of the Giants, paano niya nahanap yun? And that was a pass down low. The JP Maguliano is having a fun day today. Completes a three-point play. Lead back up to 5. Marami nagsasabi that sure playoffs na itong MTrans na kupunan. Among probably the semi-finalists coming into this tournament.
Ooh.
And Ken Bono does it again.
That's already 21 points in the ball game for Ken Bono.
Di pa yata pinapawisan. Eto si Ken Bono.
He's only averaging 12 minutes in this tournament. So far has played 16 and 45. Still 4:20 to go in this ball game.
Jet Vidal can't answer. Chito Jaime with another rebound and a foul in the backcourt. That will be team foul number 4 against Burlington EOG. Marcia Arellano is going to give Pamboy a breather. Jet Vidal lalabas, babalik ulit si Byron Villarias. Coming up on 4 minutes to go. 77 Burlington EOG, 75 MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. U for 3. That's good.
What a time for Fran Yu to hit it from the outside.
Guess what? Lamang na sila. 78-77 Batangas City.
That puts Fran Yu in double digits with 10. Already a double-double in this game for the Letran guard.
12 to shoot ngayon after Yu taps that out. So Malyari, grabbing efficiency into si Malyari. Very little minutes, getting so much done. James Castro returns.
Just 12 minutes and 11 points
Yeah.
made here by Malyari.
Castro fell down, lost the ball. Arellano, late drop pass to Andy Santos. But the UE connection will not work.
Good defense there by Maguliano, staying disciplined.
Villarias. And here is Arellano. They have a 1-point lead. It's very early pa. Mahaba pa tong oras natin. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Arellano gets the first step on Castro. Gets it out to Chito Jaime for 3. Ken Bono was boxing out somebody, but could not get the rebound. Another miss by Castro. Under 3 to play. By Tiong, tapping it over. Maguliano asking for it. Nermal on the spin. Maguliano again. He has been at the right place at the right time. Time after time. Mactan will burn another timeout. 79-78. Burlington EOG reclaims the lead. Timeout is brought to us by Astig Roasters. Only 2 minutes and 37 remaining in regulation. As we take a look at this play once again, Jan Nermal finding etong si JP Maguliano has been moving well without the ball. And he has given the lead back to Burlington EOG.
Just when you thought that possession was going nowhere for Burlington EOG, Jan Nermal seemed to be rattled in that play. But JP Maguliano, as you said, at the right place at the right time and again in this ball game, now has 17 points to put Burlington EOG up by 1.
Pamboy Raimundo has returned, and Fran Yu is a foul penalty situation on Burlington EOG. So that's going to send the Letran guard to the free throw line.
That's his third personal.
So Fran Yu again, a late replacement or a late acquisition para dito sa MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. Only 23 years old, perhaps one of the youngest guards that we have here in the league.
Definitely, and then in a very veteran-laden squad like MTrans, you would expect that the veterans would take the lead for this squad. But Fran Yu giving them a shot in the arm and impacting them in all ball games dito sa ating torneo.
But he missed his first, so he can only tie with his second free throw. 10 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. We're tied at 79. And a timeout called by Britne Roma. He still has 2 left. We got 2:25 remaining in regulation. 79 all. Timeout brought to us by Aztec Roasters. Both teams in the penalty with 2:25 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Tabla po tayo, 79 all. One team will bounce back from a loss. Question is, which team is it? Burlington EOG with possession right now against Batangas City.
Mismatch right here at the block.
Maguliano can't score. And Jaime is hit in the face. And if it's Alvin Baitiong who hits you in the face, you may require dental treatment.
That's Alvin Baitiong's 4th foul. And he will come out in favor of Ronnie Matias.
Again, Ronnie Matias still trying to get used to competitive basketball. He has been sidelined, or he has not experienced competitive basketball for quite a while. Bono will sit. Balik si Santos. Chito Jaime now at the free throw line. Sort of a breakout performance for Chito Jaime today.
That's right, Chito Jaime already with 16 points in our ball game.
Make that 17 on the free throw brought to us by Wilson, the official basketball of the Phil Basket Subic Championship. Two for two.
Ronnie Matias with only 5 points dito sa ating laro.
But they need the veteran presence right around now. Last 2 minutes na po tayo. Hatid sa atin ang TM Easy Surf 99. Maguliano. Castro. Shot clock at 8. Castro, pick and roll action between him and Matias. Nermal gets it to go, plus the foul.
Dangerous pass delivered there by Ronnie Matias, but Nermal able to catch it and get the hoop and the harm, plus a bonus here.
Let's see this one again. That was a dangerous pass, you're right. But it was able to find the target, and Jan Nermal with a chance to give Burlington EOG the lead. And he does. Game reset natin ha. Isang timeout na lang para sa MTrans. At dalawang timeout pa para dito sa kupunan ng Burlington EOG. Still a lot of time. A minute and 35 to go. Inside pass. Oh, that's a foul on Maguliano. And that will send Gabby Espinas to the free throw line.
After a slow start by both teams, the scoring picking up here in the third and fourth quarters.
Yeah.
We're already in the 80s here. 1 minute and 31 seconds left.
In terms of points, itong MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics, 4th in the league. 5th naman ang Burlington EOG Sports. Espinas, no problem with the first. We are tied at 82. 7 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Two for two. We have not seen pala Jason Grimaldo in this game, ha?
That's
Di
right.
natin napansin.
The number 1 field goal percentage shooter dito sa ating torneo, 81.8.
Yeah. Well, he has not seen action. Nermal, three-pointer on its way. No, rebound Villarias, blocked by Espinas. And a loose ball to Matias, yes! Lead goes back to Burlington EOG as Ken Bono checks back in.
7 points now in the ball game for the former pro out of the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters.
More importantly, the lead belongs to Burlington EOG. A minute remaining. Maguliano, nakasandal na kay Bono. Raimundo, missing. Battle for the loose ball, picked up by Bono. Sees an opening. Can't score. And they almost threw it away. Maguliano will recover. 38 seconds to go. Villarias for three. Wala. Matias with another rebound. And they will slow things down. 7 on the shot clock. Castro inside. Maguliano. No. Rebound again.
They'll have to foul here.
No doubt. The difference by shot clock and game clock. 7 seconds. Castro scores. 86 to 83. Burlington EOG Sports abante na ng tatlo. And MacDan will use his final timeout here, Javi, with 11.9 seconds remaining in regulation.
Just the energy and the scrappiness of the white shirts to get that loose ball and retain possession, pushing their lead further to 3.
Well, this timeout is still brought to us by Astig Roasters, but we are going to hang on. So they need a 3, and they have a lot of time to manufacture it.
Have a lot of shooters on this MTrans team.
Both teams coming off overtime losses, huh? So if we go into overtime, it's only fitting na babawiin ang isa sa overtime. But again, we've always been crediting the defense din netong kupunan ng Burlington EOG all game long. So can they pull off one more stop here to give them their second win of the tournament and pull off yet another upset? Let's take a look at that last play again. Nobody even close to James Castro.
A lull there in the defense of the black shirts.
So they will obviously inbound from the front court. Wala na pong shot clock. Bono might get the first pass. Still 2 more timeouts remaining for Burlington EOG.
That's right. No Andrian Celada on the floor here in what might be the final possession for MTrans in this ball game.
Gets it. 10 seconds. Forces it up offline. He had so much time. And nobody's even going to try to foul any of the players of Burlington EOG, and that's going to do it. Fran Yu took one look, hoisted it up against the defense, ill-advised. He missed it. And Burlington EOG is going to take the victory against MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics, 86 to 83.
What a ball game. And again, another upset pulled off dito naman ng Burlington EOG. A young team going up against a veteran-laden squad, pulling up the upset axe here.
Yeah, a team that has 7 ex-pros in their lineup. Itong Burlington EOG Sports. As Javi Palanya, of course, will interview our player of the game. Itong kupunan ng Burlington EOG Sports has 2 ex-pros on their team, and none of them performed at par. As we have a confirmation of our final score, 86-83, Burlington EOG Sports will bounce back to the win column at the expense of MTrans Buracai de Laiya, Batangas City, Tanduay Athletics. Javi Palanya is now with our Coco Life Player of the Game.
And we are with our Coco Life Best Player of the Game, JP Maguliano. JP, coming into this game, natalo kayo sa AICC in overtime. Ano yung mindset niyo going into this game?
Isa lang ang pinaka-goal namin kasi galing kami ng 2 talo is bumangon. Mahirap yung pagkatalo namin kasi dikit. Pero palaging sinasabi ng coach namin, tapos na yun, move on na tayo.
Ayun, so move on na you did, and baka may mga gusto ko batiin, JP?
Unang-una, salamat sa Panginoon. Binabati ko yung mga family ko sa Kabagan, Isabela, Binag, Maguliano family.
Alright, thank you to our Coco Life Best Player of the Game, JP Maguliano. We turn it back over to Noel to wrap this baby up.
Yeah, he was 1 rebound shy of a double-double as well. Congratulations to JP Maguliano and the rest of Burlington EOG now back in the win column. 1 or 2 wins and 2 losses na sila. Very early pa rin dito. We're going to take a look at our updated team standings at this moment. So San Juan Knights, Davao, pati na rin ang Manila AICC all tied at the top of the leaderboard. But then, ito nga upset na nangyari ngayong gabi. Burlington EOG now at 2 wins and 2 losses. At ito ang kupunan ng Batangas City now at 2-2. Of course, we have our triple header again tomorrow. Let's check that one out starting 3:30 p.m. Nueva Ecija Best Friend going up against the Muntinlupa Defenders. Finally a rest for Nueva Ecija, but they will be starting off the action tomorrow. 5:40 p.m. naman, AICC Manila taking on 7A Primus. And in our final game, the Davao Occidental Tigers Coco Life versus the Pasig Santa Lucia Realtors. We are heading into week 2 of action dito po sa ating Phil Basket Subic Championship presented by Coco Life. For Javi Palanya, my name is Noel Zarate. We will see you again tomorrow at 3:30 right here at the Subic Gym. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Paalam.